message of the day.
Message.
Taking care of yourself is not selfish. You don't need permission to prioritize your well-being. Choosing yourself isn't selfish. It's necessary. Fill your own cup first so you can pour into others. Take this message in stride and be blessed.
Yes, yes.
Welcome back to Straight Hating Podcast.
Welcome back.
This is episode 118.
118, baby.
The message of the day was brought to you by Straight Hating Fashions and More, an online store selling a new brand of merchandise called Straight Hating.
That's right.
Cop the merch.
Cop the merch.
Go check us out.
Check us out.
Go to straighthatingfashionsandmore.com. Straighthatingfashionsandmore.com. I see a lot of you on there checking it out. Some purchasing it. Definitely appreciate your what you're doing.
Yes,
also, get you something for yourself. You know, don't just browse around. For those who browse it, don't just browse around. Pick up something. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We only get better if we get the support from you.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? So go to straighthatingfashionsandmore.com, and thank you so much.
Thank you.
I'm your host, AC.
All right, AC.
And joining me tonight is my lovely co-host, Tasha Mack.
That's right, it's Tasha Mack Hollerback. So when you say my name, make sure you say it completely. That's Tasha Mack Hollerback. Let's go.
How you doing today, tonight, Tasha Mack?
I'm doing good.
How was your week?
Okay. It was.
Yeah.
I don't even know how to explain it. I just work most of the week, so like.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
But
it's a workable week.
But you're here, you're alive, you're able to say you got work, right?
Yes, able to say I got work, I got life, I got breath.
Right.
I can walk and talk. My limbs work very well, so I'm blessed.
That's what's
okay,
up.
let me start with that. Okay, check me. Thank you.
Okay.
I'm blessed.
You know what I'm saying? All right. For myself, I'm doing well. This was a busy week for me as well. I had to do a lot of self-reflection and whatnot before I can actually get this episode out and done. So took some time on it, and I'm ready.
All right.
You ready?
We ready, Captain.
All right. So before we start with our normal episode, I want to share something with you guys first. But I have a disclaimer. Now, the things I might say in this little story I might tell may sound offensive, but it's not meant to be taken that way. And I hope you can laugh at it, smile at it, or I don't care if you don't even like it. Just continue, watch the rest of the episode after this, okay? There's something I just want to share. There's something that was on my mind that I want to talk about and share, okay? So don't get offended by it. That's my disclaimer. All right. I have a friend. Now, this friend I call my younger brother from another mother. So whenever we get around, we'll start talking about some stuff. You know what I'm saying? Usually about making money and doing business and stuff like that. You know, his name is Nate. My friend Nate, also my brother. Now, Nate is from Charleston. And I say that because if you know about Charleston and Charleston people, they have this way about them that they speak a certain way. And this brother, he always had this words of knowledge or wisdom come out of nowhere. And it's more countrified. I call it countrified wisdom. It's a Nate sayings. You know what I'm saying? I call it Nate sayings, countrified wisdom. So we'll talk about certain stuff. And sometimes he just springs stuff on me, just spring phrases and stuff that, him and his family, things he learned in his lifetime. And no matter after years I've known him, we would talk about stuff, he just start springing little sayings. And a lot of them sound really good and sound like, man, that makes a lot of sense. You know, so you could apply that type stuff. And then some stuff he be saying, you know, like, man, this sounds a little questionable. I don't know. And, you know, I don't know about this. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sure a lot of you got family members or friends that do that. And if so, please let me know. Make sure you put it in the comments if you do. So, me and my friend Nate, we'll start talking about stuff, usually about making money and doing business. And a lot of times, you know, I would ask certain questions. Like, for instance, now we have a deep conversation about making money, and I ask, or I ask this, right, you know, it goes along with the flow. I'm like, you got to make money, right? So then here we look at me and respond to me, is pig's pussy pork? So now, because he's looking at me like this, looking for a response, right? And I would talk in conversations within seconds. We answer each other within seconds. But I'm going to break it down in slow motion, how my response is. So now I got to figure out what this brother just said, right? This is happening really quick. He's still looking at me like, he said his thing and then looking at me. I'm looking at him. So as I get ready to speak, my mind is going really fast, really double time, really fast, think about a lot of stuff before I open my mouth. Now I'm opening my mouth, I'm getting ready to spit out something. And as I'm thinking really fast, in slow motion, I'm like, what did he just say? What the fuck did he just say to me? Now I'm getting ready to respond, my mouth's still open up, the words ready to come out. I'm thinking, I know I heard something, right? I'm not clear what I heard. I've heard at least four words in this sentence, what he said. I've heard pig, pork, pussy, and pink. That's what I'm assuming I thought I heard. I'm thinking I'm hearing as I'm getting ready to answer and respond. But I'm not sure. So it's got to be one of two things. If I put it in a sentence, is pig's pussy pink? Is that the first thing he said to me? Or is pink pussy pork? So I'm still thinking in my head, did he say one of these two sentences to me? So I respond, huh? And then he answers really quick. It's pig, pussy, pork. He's looking at me like this now. His face looking at me like this. Like, I'm looking at him like the same way, but now he's looking at me like this. Because he knows in his mind that I know this answer, and it's a layup question, and that it's a common answer that he knows I'm going to have right away, and I should have this answer, right? So, you know, looking at his facial expression, now I'm answering it. Now, even though I'm slowing it down, talking about these are quick answers back and forth. We having a conversation, but my mind is going so fast. All what I'm saying now is what I'm thinking about at the same time. Now, I said what I only think I could say. I said, yeah. He said, okay then. He turned his head, right? So the conversation goes to something else. And as it goes to something else, I'm still thinking, what the hell, what were he just saying to me? You know, we still talking about something else now, what was just saying to me? Now this all going quick. Now, remind you, I'm the one who asked the damn question. I initiated the question, right? And then I end up answering the question. So it's like, I asked the question and answered my own damn question. I had a conversation with myself just now. And he just threw some shit in there, right? I just asked the question, and I answered it. He didn't answer shit. You know what I'm saying? So, and then it takes minutes later on that I'm realizing, he just said this. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, what the fuck that had to do with what I said? You know what I'm saying? Or what we were talking about. So I'm still going with the flow. I'm like, okay, that's Nate. That's Nate. Now this one didn't catch me too quick. It took me minutes to figure out what the fuck he was saying. Even days after, I'm like, did I hear what I said? Now I heard Pink, and I don't know why I heard Pink. And he didn't say anything about Pink. You know what I'm saying? He didn't even say Pink. You know what I'm saying? But that's what I thought I heard. You know what I'm saying? So, and I try to play back what I hear, and I keep going with the other two sentences I came up with. And then I realized, oh, he said this. Now I'm gonna play it slowly. What he said is pigs, pussy, pork, but he said it fast. So I slow it down to myself just now, and you gotta think. Pig pussy is pork, cause it's a fucking pig. So that was like some clever shit, right? You know what I'm saying? Because it's a pig. Of course, the whole thing is pork. So I just wanted to share that, right? Because I'm like, it took me days to realize what the fuck I was said to me, and then I had to put it together. Like, shit, that does make sense. I mean, it does make sense. You know, a pig's pussy is pork. So I just wanted to share that. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if you don't like the conversation about the stories. I had to share that because do y'all have friends and families like that? Be saying some off the wall shit, but you respond anyway because you already said You can't say again. You know what I'm saying?
It depends on how fast you catch it. Like if you catch it once they first say it, then like your response will be quick. But if you don't catch it, you got to be like, wait a minute, now before I answer this, like, did I hear what I just heard? To make sure that you answering the question correctly. But apparently, you asking the question, but they giving you like a little phrase or like a riddle to help you answer give you the answer to the question that you answered.
Right. So instead of just answering the damn question, right? He gave me a riddle. Now I'm thinking, what the fuck? Now if I said no, then he looked at me like I was stupid. Like, what you mean? So
probably would have asked you again, just to make it sink in. Like I said, da 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 da.
But he said it twice because I said,
Yeah. So you did.
So as soon as he said it, soon as he said it, I said, because he caught me off guard. He said it.
They catch it.
He looked at me. I said, and then he said it again, and then I just answered again. But it was the answer that he was looking for because it was like a no-brainer answer.
Yeah.
But shit, it was like it wasn't a no-brainer phrase. You know what I'm saying? Why am I thinking about? Why are we discussing pig's pussy? You know what I'm saying? And pork. You know what I'm saying? And something pink in there. You know what I'm saying? I'll keep thinking of pink. So, all right.
With that, you just gotta take him as a pitcher, and you like the catcher. So whenever he throw it, you got to be ready to catch it. That way you can respond.
Right. He does this all the time with different phrases. Now a lot of phrases is off the chain. You know what I'm talking about? Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And the one he always say I love is don't worry about the mule. Just he said, don't worry about the mule. Just load the wagon. Load the wagon. Don't worry about the mule. Just load the wagon. Because the mule take care of itself. You gotta worry about that damn mule. So if you think about it, you gotta worry about the mule take care of itself. Just load that damn wagon. So in other words, do what you need to do. Don't worry about everything else. Just do the stuff that you need to do and worry about that. So the shit makes sense, but you know what I'm saying? It's like, damn, this motherfucker be spitting shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So, all right. So I had to share that with you guys. Cause we family. We family. We 118 episodes. Shit, we friends and family. Right. I'm in your house, so I want to share some stuff with my family. You know what I'm saying? So,
right.
You know, so if you hear stuff like that, got families or friends that does that, do that countrified stuff, that phrase and stuff. Why you keep calling it countrified? Because this dude he's Southern. And Charleston is Southern.
Well, say Southern.
He's Southern.
Countrified.
So my bad, you're Southern. That Southern kind of thing like that. But it was on time. So I just want to share that.
And you got to be on time to know what he's talking about.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Otherwise, you gonna miss it.
And I don't know. I didn't.
Sure.
First of all, not just to know what you're talking about. I didn't know the fuck he said.
That's what I'm saying. You got to be listening to know what
Right.
you're talking about.
And we responding quick. So we responding, taking our time talking. That was not. It wouldn't be a real conversation. Then, because I'm thinking about what you're saying. So I'm supposed to be on top of my toes too. We actually be going back and forth with stuff anyway. So we going back and forth. We go back and forth all the time with stuff, especially and not debating. We be challenging each other with sales and stuff and whatnot. So he be hitting it. So I gotta be on point. I gotta show I'm on point. So okay. So that's one. I just wanted to share that with you guys. So so I hope y'all got something from
Shout
that.
out Nate that.
What's up, Nate? Hope you watch. I know you're going to watch this. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you my brother. Keep doing what you're doing, brother. Keep doing it. I'm going to catch up with you. Okay? Don't worry about things you say. I'll catch up with you.
Don't worry about the mule. Just load the wagon.
Just load the wagon. You know what I'm saying? I love that phrase right there, boy. Don't worry about that mule. Just load the wagon. The way he said it, though, the delivery and stuff, don't worry about the mule. Just load the wagon. No, he said, don't just load the wagon. Don't worry about the mule. I can't sure we say first, what it says first, but I just know it's like it's that.
It's not no load the mule. How you gonna load the mule?
No, I mean load the wagon. Load the wagon. Don't worry about the mule. That's what he says. There you go. All right. Okay. I just want to get that off my chest.
I wish I could remember my favorite one, but it's the come here can't be with.
You gotta speak a lot of that.
I'm just trying to remember, but I can't remember, so I'm not gonna say it. But yeah, but it's something in that vicinity. Come here can't be there with. Yeah, but anyway, yeah, he has sayings for days, phrases, sayings, riddles.
Right. But these things usually come from older people, not from
We older now.
But this guy younger than me, younger than us.
Not that much.
Well, he is younger than us.
Yeah, he's younger than you. You old.
Listen, I am not old. I am still young.
You cute,
In
though.
fact, I'm younger than y'all think. Okay? I'm young.
All right now.
But I'm legal. Okay?
All right now.
That's what they say, right? They say, I'm legal. I'm legal age. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, Lordy, that's the new phrase.
I don't got to show ID. I'm at that age.
Not if you go to Dollar General.
Damn, Dollar
Circle
General.
K.
That used to be my favorite. Because I thought about buying at Dollar General and have
Don't
my
play
own.
no more at
have
Circle
my
K and
own.
Dollar General.
Have my
Have
own.
that ID ready.
And Circle K, right.
Mm-hmm.
And Circle K used to be my favorite store, one of my favorite stores next to Dollar General. I thought about buying a Dollar General and have my own franchise.
They out there.
But with that new shit, I got to have ID for certain stuff. I'm like, man, no, they want to scan your ID. They want to scan. That's bullshit. You scanning your ID because when you scan your ID, say what's nothing. Now, granted, the employees are doing their job, so I can't. I'm not really mad with that.
Okay.
But they're giving. I gotta say that part because I do get upset with and take it out on the employee. I do take it out on them. You know that. You know that. So I'm gonna say it's not your fault. You following rules. Cause a young lady told me my last encounter was a while back. She was like, but that's my rules. It was a black lady, and she was like ready. We about to go. We about to go tussle over some damn ID.
Really?
Cause she was like, it's my rules. I'm not gonna do it. But then she kind of discarded. Oh, it's the way she did this shit. Like she was getting ready to get me wrong with shit. Then she would put everything back and going to the next. Motherfucker, I'm still standing here. How you just discard me like what? You didn't show your ID. I ain't got nothing to say to you. That's what she said. I'm like, what the? So it's just the way she, with her energy came off me. It's like.
She said nobody got time for
Like,
that.
what?
You gonna show your ID, sir, and get your products, or you not gonna show your ID?
That was her attitude. That was her attitude. And I was like, I got more.
Show you what it was.
I got more insulted than anything. I'm like,
I
motherfucker.
didn't try to tell you. Won't listen to me. I say it's their job.
So,
like, they just doing their job.
after that
I
encounter,
blame them.
Cause I kept every now and then I'll slow down going
Listen
there,
to me.
but I go there. I depends on what state or city I'm in. I might show up. I think about it first, but then after that encounter, I'm like, I'm just done with. I don't know. You just the Dollar General. I don't even go to Dollar General no more. I'm, you know, it was a white guy who pissed me off the last time, and it was like, you gotta show your ID. Like, motherfucker, I buy from you all the time. Now, cause it always depends on who's at the register. Cause sometimes you're a different person, and then it's all good. Then the other one come in. I'm like, you must be a new guy, because why the fuck I'm showing ID for this shit? I mean, but you gotta scan it. You're not scanning. Listen, you're not scanning my shit. I'm a veteran. I already know what you're doing, and I'm in sales. My profession is sales and marketing. I'm a marketing major. I know what you're doing with the scanning. When you scan it, now the employee might not know what it is, but when you scan my shit, it goes into your register. It's going for marketing purposes. What products are sold, what stuff it is, who I am. Then you try to get a demographic. That way you can get more stuff. Then you can email my ass, send me stuff, mail me shit, send me coupons, or you set up your own marketing situation about what the bottom is. I already know the whole fucking thing. That's what it's purpose for. But at the same time, you have my information. So with that information, after a year or so, you can sell that information to somebody else, because most information is sold after a couple of years. And it all depends on who's in charge of that store at that time period. Shit is sold. I don't want my information sold or given out. I don't want you sending me shit. I just want to buy this shit. Ring it up, put it in my bag, let me go. Take my money because I'm paying for it. This had nothing to do with anything we were talking about. On a side note, I just want to say this. If I'm going to your store, I got stuff I'm buying, and I'm paying for shit, don't ask me if I want a fucking bag. Put my shit in the bag. It's right there on the rack. Put my shit in the bag. Don't look at me. You want a bag? Oh yes, I want a bag. Well, it has handles. Fuck a handle. Put it in the bag. Don't ask me if I want a bag. I'm paying for this shit. Give me the bag. That comes with my service. It's another thing. You want your receipt? Bitch, yes, I want my receipt. Now, if you get my receipt and say I don't want it, that's different. I got to ask you for it. Can I please have my receipt? Some place you got to go, like, can I have a receipt? Then you look at me. You typing up. I ain't want to give. I want my receipt. I just paid for this shit. Give me my receipt without an attitude, please. Give me my bag and my fucking receipt and my products that I paid for. I didn't do all that shit when I put my card in the machine. I didn't do that shit when I put the shit to the counter. I even said hi. Put my shit in the bag and give me my receipt. Don't ask me for shit. I'm gonna repay for it. I paid for the fucking receipt and the fucking bag. That comes with the service. I digress. Now, do you feel the same way about that, or what?
I work in sales, so I can't say.
I'm in sales too.
I'm saying, I'm guilty to asking about the bag. The receipt thing, I definitely get, but I am guilty about asking a customer if they want a bag, because it look like
they will tell you. Let them tell you. No, I don't want a bag. I don't need it.
I ain't got time. Like, do you want a bag? Yes or no?
Give me my bag. I bought some shit. I'm gonna go out your store with clothes.
Some of them have you done put it in the bag and they be like, I don't want a bag. So
okay, that's cool.
Then I got to take it out the bag. Like, no, that's not cool. That's time. That's time wasted.
They paid for that time. At that register, in that moment, they paid for that time, that product, the receipt, and the bag. That's their moment that they paid for.
But yet they're
the client. They're paying for that.
They waiting in line for the person in the front holding up the line.
It's not a hold up, because here it is.
No.
Each person that's coming to purchase, that waited in that line, they wait in line for a reason, to get their stuff, pay for it, and go. That means that's their time.
They want to
that
get
they
out
paying
there
for.
as fast as they can.
So that's their time they paying. I'm paying for a
That's
service.
like speed up the process. Do you want a bag? Okay, boom, boom, bam.
I'm paying for a
Now you
product.
put it in the bag, and then you like, I don't want a bag. Now I got to take it out
Listen,
the bag.
your products is already jacked up.
Just say it's
Your products is already jacked up. First of all, I'm paying for the product, which comes with a product, a service. That means I get a smile with my shit. You don't got to like me.
Of course.
But you need to have a courtesy, say thank you, some shit. I'm giving you my hard-earned work, my
You
dollar.
should get your receipt. And if you
Give me
get
my
one
receipt.
bag, you should get a bag.
Give me my fucking bag.
But at the same time, the receipt. So sometimes, like, just like you know, you really gonna put that in the bag. These bags is weaker than the product. So you put that product in the bag, you're gonna walk out the door, and the product just gonna fall.
Double the bag. Now, you should have common sense.
Yes,
At that register,
But that's the
if
thing
you know
about
you
the
put it
bag.
in that bag because you feel it, because you have to pick the bag up and you put the stuff in the bag. Now, you know,
Bags cost money.
because you are serving the clients, you know you put every client counts. Every client counts. They want them to come back for repeat service
True
to
that.
give you some more money and then tell their family and friends about you so they can bring more business to your business. Each customer matters. So with that being said,
It's a form of
if I'm
habit.
giving you a bag and I know it's not good, I'm going to say, oh, hold on. Put this in another bag and I'm giving it to you. Because I want your service. You know you get paid an hour. Now, most people get paid hourly. But you still don't do the job. If you don't want to give that customer, it's called customer service. Don't get that job.
See, that's the thing about the bags, though. Bags cost extra money.
Right? That's for the business wise. I understand the business wise.
The receipt tape does it.
As the receipt tape does cost money.
Well,
Everything.
it costs money, but not as much as the bags.
True. I give you that.
And with that being said, that's why it's like try to limit it amount because you can always get more, and especially in places that I've worked, and I done worked numerous places where you can always get the paper more than you can get the plastic. So with that being said, it's like a thing of like trying to salvage as much as you can.
That's the
But
business side of
But
it.
at the same time, making sure
Right.
that the customers are
Satisfied. Right.
You know, cause like at some places they make you pay for the bags.
Which is stupid.
You know.
And I do not shop at
It's
those
just
places.
because of that thing, like.
I'm not paying for a bag after I pay for the groceries.
Papers.
I pay for the groceries and I got to pay for the bag.
True. At some places, not only do you have to pay for the bag,
Shopping cart.
you got to bag your own groceries.
Then I got
You
to work
bag
it.
your own items.
And I don't do that either. I do not self checkout. I do not work there, sir.
Oh, and you be like, well, I'm gonna shop here because they got low prices.
If I gotta work, put me on the clock. If I gotta ring my own stuff up, don't expect me to ring everything up, cause it's not stealing. I didn't get the proper training.
Say what?
I didn't get the proper training. It was my first day on the job, and I'm putting stuff in my bag. I forgot to ring it up. I done got the right training. You put me in self-checkout, half that shit not gonna be paid for. Then you get mad if I'm to pay for shit. Motherfuckers, they don't work there. Listen. Do not put me in a self-checkout and say I have to go to self-checkout. I put the products back. I leave the shit right there.
Don't go to Walmart or Aldi's. Because you will be working.
If I'm working, put me on the clock. And then you come to me, sir, ma'am, this is my first day working. I did not know.
Sometimes no matter what time you go, even food line. Because if you go with all the cash, you leave ain't nothing but self-checkout available.
Listen.
That's crazy. Now, can I get a discount? Like 10%
Listen.
off or something?
I did not get a proper training. Now, supervisor, you can write me up. You can write me up. But make sure I'm on the clock. Do what you gotta do. Cause I'm gonna tell you, I sound like I didn't get the right. I'm also do a rebuttal.
Right, me up.
I'm also do. You put it write me up. I'm gonna put a rebuttal on it. Did not get the proper training. My first day on the job. I just started working here. Real talk, shit. I just started working here. I did not know I did not know the correct procedure. Shit. Another side note, since we on customer service,
Oh, goodness.
I'm a veteran, a disabled veteran, so I go to my doctor appointments like every week. So, listen, I just had a counter a couple days ago, within the same week. I don't want to call her person out her name. I didn't get I went to this. She said, next. I went up to the counter, tell her what I needed, whatever. Then she did her little thing, and I'm trying to, she said, anything else? I said, well, can I just, it's like, and then I had a little attitude and shit, right? Then the whole shit was off because she gave me half the stuff that I need. And then I'm like, can I get the pen and stuff? Oh, you need a pen too? Motherfucker, you give me paper to write on, so what the fuck I'm gonna do? So I didn't say that part. I said it's part of my head because I have a short temper and I try to watch what I say, but sometimes it just come out because I don't have no filter no more. But I'm like, yeah. So I'm like, yeah. So she got to act. I'm like, shit. This is your job. You had nobody here in front of you. This your job is to serve me. So I got the stuff. I did what I needed to do, and I came back and I waited. I'm like, I went to the next lady. Next lady was so helpful. It was an older lady, and she helped me with what I initially came for. She helped me with extra stuff. I've been there with her at least 3 or 4 minutes, and she did some other stuff for me, made some other appointments. I'm like, oh shit. I told her before. In fact, she was so nice to me. I said thank you so much. But before I went to her, right? What she did for me was so nice. I said, thank you so much. And then I left. And then I was so upset still. I waited around the hospital at least 10, 15 minutes just walking back in circles. Like, I need to say something to this lady. When the lady I'm talking about, the one who pissed me off, was very nasty to me. Because I heard her being nice to other people. But it wasn't me. And I don't want to say it because of this, but I watched other people come to her, and her attitude was different. So I don't know if it was this or not, but I done put people in their place before because of that, because I recognized it. But this one I thought maybe I'd do the same thing, but I walked around for 10, 15 minutes, just walking in circles, I walked back and forth I walked outside. I'm like, I really just pissed off. I didn't even leave yet. I'm still here at this fucking hospital. My appointment's over. I'm still here. It's got to be 15, 20 minutes went by. So I walked back in. I went to the lady who was nice to me. And I said, I just want to tell you, I really appreciate what you did for me. It made my day. I feel much better. And thank you so much for what you did. And she was very receptive. I appreciated it when I was thinking like, oh, thank you so much. And I said, my experience before I went to you, to a lady, because before I did that, right? Because while I was with her before I left, I noticed the lady that I talked to before. She got up, walked by the lady who was helping me, and was like, it's your turn, and kept going. I'm like, what the hell she mean about, it's your turn? So that rubbed me the wrong way, because I'm at this new lady desk, and I hear her say, it's your turn. Then she went to do some copy machine and stuff and came back. And I knew that was about me. So after the lady took care of me, I said, thank you, everything, I came back. I walked out there for 15, 20 minutes or whatever, came back in. I said, thank you so much. I'm so appreciative of what you did. I said, the service that I got earlier, with the lady beside you, and I said it clear enough and loud enough so she could hear me, as well as the lady I'm talking to. I said it, You were so nice. The lady before was so rude, disrespectful, and unprofessional. I really dislike what she did. This is very nasty. The lady said, oh, I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry about your experience. I said, my experience was horrible. I wanted to tell her and I wanted to do something about it, but I chose to just hold off and wait. I said, that's how much it bothered me. And I explained to the lady why she meant so much of what she'd done and how powerful that did and what it did for me. So she was very receptive, whatnot. She heard me. She was very clear. And I know the way I said it, the lady beside my other desk said it too. Because I showed restraint. That's something that I'm learning myself how to do and whatnot. I showed restraint. I'm working on myself. And I did the opposite of what I normally would do. I didn't do the first thing that came to my mind. I didn't do the second thing that came to my mind. I did the third thing. And it took a while to come to that. And I came to the other lady, thanked her, told her about my horrible experience. She already knew what I was talking about because she already seen me at the other lady. And I don't know if they talked or not afterwards or whatever. I don't know. All I know is I made it clear. My horrible experience with your co-worker, and she was very nasty and disgusting. And she apologized to me. She was very nice with that. And she offered to help me with some more stuff before I left. So when I left there, I felt better. I got in my truck, you know what I'm saying? And then I went about my business. But it took me time to get to that point. It took me time to think about what I was doing. Because my first reaction wouldn't have been nice. My second reaction probably would have been worse. And my third reaction, I did something that was hard to do. What I did there was hard for me to do. And I did it for myself. You know what I'm saying? Because I know the situations I have. And I've had many accounts before, and I handled it a different way. Trust me, I've cursed out doctors, nurses. They try to put police on me. I cursed the police out. I try to do something different. So this matters. If you don't want your job, get the fuck out and do something else. You know what I'm saying? You have that job not just for a paycheck, but in a particular job that you have is to serve others. That's why you're working that position. Now, if your job is to talk to people all day long, then you got to come off to them people. Whatever problem you may have, or whatever situation you have, or whatever you don't like, that shit's got to be out the fucking door. Because if I was selling cars, because I did sell cars, my reaction and how I do is going to get me paid or not paid. So, and I don't like people. I'm an introvert. I don't like talking to people. But if I come to this other person and I'm talking to you, man, I am a whole different person. I'm trying to sell a car. I love them people. I love their family. You think you don't know who the fuck I am, really. I done heard racist. Listen, I talked about this many times in other stories, other episodes that I've talked to. Racist people who tried the only way, racist white people, who the only way they can click with me is come up with some, and try to bond with me, is come up with some racist bullshit about slavery and their family and all kind of bullshit. Very horrible stories and encounters I had to deal with just to get a fucking sale. But I endured it for so long. I think this is why now my filter is gone. So for many years I had to do that to keep my composure. And I was upset. I told my managers and whatnot, say, you want the deal or not? Shit, I'm going with my deal. Give me a few seconds to decompress. I'm going back. I had to go decompress, come back. Decompress, come back. The customer don't know how the fuck I felt. But I never forget them fucking encounters. Never in my life. There's so many fucking racist people out there I've encountered in my days. Okay. See, I can go on and on for how many racist encounters, even in college, with professors. So, but I'm not making this story about this today. So I was wanted to, that shit, it's triggered me a little bit. I went to different stories and different shit, but that's enough for that. Let's get to the main fucking subject, okay? You ready for the day?
I think so.
Okay, I gotta be honest with you. It took me 3 days to recover from this past week's football games, but I'm okay now. It took me literally 3 days to recover. And what's the day? Thursday? So it's Thursday. So from Sunday to Thursday. So I was a little better yesterday, Wednesday. So from Sunday to Wednesday, a little better. So I had to really recover. This week was really tough for football.
Is that a cry for help?
No, I'm just saying. So with that being said, I'm bringing back an old segment that we used on prior episodes in the past, and it's called Reporting from the Couch. We are down reporting from the couch, okay? True story. We both on the couch right now. You know what I'm saying? So we put.
I be telling my business.
And if you're a football fan, just like you, Mr. Tom Ellis, you know, football, because you made sure you told me I'm on the couch. So, and I know I got to go to the barbershop this week, and I got to hear that bullshit again. So, I'm on the couch, okay, along with y'all. So, we're reporting from the couch. Here's a recap of Week 18. The last fucking week of the regular season football. Okay? Alright. I called this one. The Buccaneers have beat the Carolina Pussycats 16-14. And I said 28-24. I thought it'd be a better game. But a win is a win. And I called it a win. So the next one, the Seahawks beat the 49ers 13-3. And I'm so, the 49ers just let me down. 3 points.
Hey, they saving, you know, they've been hurt all year. They saving their players for the playoffs. That's what most of these games was about. If the team already made it to the playoff, they letting their second and third string play because they trying to make sure that they save the stars for the playoffs. Ain't nobody gonna sit there and try to go hard when you already done in the playoffs.
But you still didn't get those wins.
No, they didn't.
Wins count for records.
They count for records, but at the same time, when you go in the playoff, you want to continue the record. The record will continue in the playoff.
Yeah, but your fans.
And those people that didn't get to play all year long, and now they have a chance to play.
Yeah, but your fans. I'm not a fan of 49ers, but your fans.
No, they fans.
They want you to win.
Yeah, but if you're a true fan, you're gonna understand. Like, okay, we didn't win, but such and such get to play, and this right here, and the team been hurt all year. So like, okay, we got to save that because you know we got to go in the playoff. We got to go in the playoff strong. And they first game they playing off. They going against the Eagles. So they gotta come harder. They go home. They come to the NFC East. They playing against the NFC East side.
Okay. Here's the next one. The
They
Texans.
gotta be ready.
The Texans
Only
number
black.
one team. In all reasons, the number one team. I called this one. The Texans beat the Colts 38-30, and I said 32-27.
Not too shabby.
So okay. The next one I called also. The Browns beat the Bengals 20-18, and I said 27-17.
Okay.
The next one I called, the Falcons beat the New Orleans Saints 19-17, and I said 17-10. The Vikings had beat the Packers 16-3. There go that 3 again. Is that the same issue?
Yes.
Okay.
They got hurt players too, so they trying to give them time to, you know. But that's my daddy team as well, so you know what I'm saying? I'm glad my dad's team won, but I didn't like they win when they had beat my team. But we're not gonna talk about that. The season over with. I'm gonna just digress and let bygones be bygones.
All right. So the next one I called, the Jaguars beat the Titans, 41-7, and I said 28-17.
Okay.
The next one I called, the New York Giants had beat the Cowgirls,
We let them win.
34-17, and I said 32-17. So they got 17 on the dot, like I said they would get.
Thank you. Thank you for jinxing us to get only 17.
You said I jinxed you?
Yes.
I gotta call it.
We playing the long game for next year.
I gotta call it.
And I mean, we playing for next. He had to play for next year. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to get those certain draft picks, so we had to do what we don't normally do, which is lose. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Okay. We know what you're saying. The next one I called, the Rams beat the Cardinals 37-20, and I said 42-27. I thought it'd been a better game, but the Rams still won. I'm still good with that.
Okay.
The next one I called, the Raiders beat the Chefs 14-12, and I said 29-7. So they did better than I expected with the Chefs, but the Raiders still won. That's what I called. Now the DC Commodores, I called this game too, and I called you the game because I knew you was gonna win it. You had to win this game because I called it. I said the DC Commodores gonna beat the Seagulls 24-17, and I said 21-17. So they got 17 on the dot. What I said. So, but is that the same thing too? The Seagulls losing?
I feel so. I feel like it.
Okay. But I want you to know, Mr. Tom Ellis, that I did root for your team to win, and y'all won.
And sometimes you root for the team, and the team may win, but majority of the time they lose. That's why it's jinxy.
The Patriots beat the Dolphins.
That's what happened to us this year.
The Patriots beat the Dolphins 38-10. The next one I called, the Lions beat the Bears 19-16, and I said 31-14.
I know that wasn't going to be a good defensive game because, like, both of those teams are very defensive. So both of those teams have a great defense. So, but the Bears is looking kind of strong, even though they lost to the Lions, because I think they was playing for real. You know, they ain't did all the stuff the other people was doing. I think they was playing. So that was a good game.
The next one I called, the Broncos beat the Chargers 19-3. I said 27-21. They got the 3 points for the same reason. What's that excuse?
Who they is again?
The Chargers.
Oh no, they ain't got no excuse.
Okay.
That's just the Chargers.
Okay.
They didn't have a good season, in my opinion. I mean, they are. Yeah.
The next one I called, the Bills beat the Jets 35-8, and I said 21-14.
Now they should have had 3. The Jets.
You think so?
Yeah, but they got 8.
Yeah, they got less than I expected and more than what you said. So, all right. In the final game of the season,
Sunday night game, right?
the Sunday night game,
That was a good game though. They was fighting for their life. I ain't even gonna lie to you now.
the most watched game of
It was
the
the
year,
last game of the season. Of course, everybody gonna watch it because they wanted to see who was gonna.
and the hypest game that there was fighting for their life.
I mean, they was fighting, not them field goal kickers. Them field goal kickers wasn't fighting at all. Poor little tinks. Bless their heart.
Listen, that was one of them games that you're on the edge of the seat. The Squillers have beat the Ravens 26-24, and
When did y'all realize y'all lost the game?
after the kick, because we should have won that game on a fucking kick. Listen.
But if they would have kicked that field goal, y'all might have won.
But hold on. We've made a lot of mistakes during the whole game. We even had a player on the sideline just watching the play. He was open. He was open, but he didn't read the call, and then the ball thrown to him. He didn't even move. He didn't even budge.
Even like, is that for me, ball?
That one would have made the touchdown.
Maybe.
Because there was no one around him.
Yeah, but he still was close to the sideline. Somebody.
He was on the sideline.
Yeah, somebody would have pushed him out of bounds.
There was no one close by him. He was by himself.
Yeah, they'd have get to him, push him out of bounds.
So that would have been a touchdown.
You can't say what you can say.
After
the
all,
Ravens lost.
after all the mess ups and the bullshits we went through, and we fought our ass off.
Bless your heart.
The last play,
He cried.
which should have never been we should never had that last play put on his shoulders. First of all,
No.
I will first say that.
You sure should.
But your job
Here we got tired.
is one fucking job. They did their job to put you as close as possible to the field goal. You didn't have to.
It was 44 yards. He was
No. You didn't have to be Justin Tucker. Justin Tucker would have made any kick, which we should have kept him regardless. Justin Tucker's still the best kicker in the whole league.
Not anymore.
Now,
Aubrey is the best.
you didn't have to be Justin Tucker. You were close to that. You was close enough to that field goal to kick your regular field goal.
Nah, he was 44 yards.
You was practicing the whole game.
35.
You was practicing the whole game
His foot might have got tired.
to hit the field goal.
That baby
Just in case it came to you.
And he was nervous.
Your only job that you have
He was a
is to
rookie,
kick
man.
the field goal. That was your job. So when it was time for you to do your job, you didn't just miss. Right.
Yes, he did.
You kicked the ball on the right side of the damn.
Went right.
Then you should have kicked a little bit closer to. If it was windy, you should have known that you've been out there.
It
You
wasn't
should have
windy.
clicked closer to the other side. It'll went straight in. Either way, you know how many hearts you broke that day?
He broke his own heart. You know how he feel? That he had a chance to take the team to the playoff? That man is hurt. That man might not even play football again. He gonna have to go to therapy.
Because of that loss, we lost the chance to be
Just like you. You had to go to therapy.
We lost the chance to be division champs.
3 days.
Because if we'd have won, we'd have been division champs.
Yeah, I would have. If we'd have won, we would have been division champs too.
John Harbaugh would have had a job. They fired John Harbaugh the next day.
I know you lying.
John Harbaugh's fired. My coach is fired
I know you
the very
lying.
next fucking day.
I know. What?
Now, Aaron Rodgers' job was on the line, too. Now, he's a good player, but he's on the Squillers team. Now, if he would have lost that game, he would have been done with the Squillers. They would have let him go. So, people fighting for their job. But soon as that game was over with, the next day, John Harbaugh was fired.
Now that's,
my coach.
That's sad. That man that took that team very far. I guess because he didn't win the Super Bowl yet.
He did 18 years.
But they gonna fire
And the
that
Super Bowl.
man.
Super Bowl in 18 years.
That's messed up now.
In fact, I think
Because they could come back and win it next year. But that's now John Harbaugh. He's a good coach. But they gonna fire the man the next day.
Yes.
That's just. My heart goes out to your team. Call, John. Call. That's just wrong.
18 years. They let him go after that game.
I guess he ain't had up 2 Super Bowls out of 18 years. He been playing like Dallas Cowboy, coaching like a Dallas Cowboy coach. He might come coach us, John. We need you. Come on over to my place.
So despite that week,
That'd be a good look for us.
and despite that game, I had a great week in my calls. I got 12 out of 16 right, and I put myself at 75% for the week. 75% average on my calls for that week. So, for me, my average was good. It was actually high, the highest of the whole season, 75%. But
It's a sad.
it ended up being a sad week for me.
It's sad for everybody. Sad week for everybody. I mean, it wasn't a sad week for me because I've been sitting on the couch like 2 games ago. But the way he went to the couch, man, it just like somebody punched him in his face and he got knocked out. Okay, like literally.
And guess who?
And his coach got fired. Like that's a tough. Y'all had a tough year.
And guess who recorded me? She had the nerve to
You
start.
want me to play the clip? That's what you're trying to tell me?
Please don't play the clips.
Oh, well, why
She
you
had,
telling them
she
about
had
it?
the nerve to record me while I'm in my pain and agony. And she laughing and recorded me while I'm in pain and agony and suffering, y'all. I was so, listen,
Can you woo?
I was so effing hurt.
Can you woo woo woo? Everybody was like, oh.
And everybody who spoke to me this week brought up the football game. Everybody, every person I spoke
Man, you
to
been talking cold
brought up
cash,
football.
man. You been talking cold cash trash, man.
Even people who didn't know nothing about football brought up football.
Go tell me before the game started. You literally on the couch. You literally on the couch like, welcome. I told you I had your seat prepared for you.
I tell you this,
You
I
did
was.
not believe me. I saved the spot right beside me, so you didn't have to look for a seat.
And me and Tessa Mac had a discussion.
Dedication on my part.
Because she was like, what we're going to say on the next, she was ready for the next episode, which is this one. And I'm like, I'm not talking about no football. So we're going to talk a little spot about football and do like a
Report for the couch segment.
reporting for a couch, but speaking about the summary, doing a summary of what happened for the sport, and I went to the next segment.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Dwelling on that.
Yeah, but I wasn't going to do any reports about football. No, when I was done, that little segment I was going to have about doing probably a couple of minutes summary about what I think about this season, and I've been done football for the rest of the season.
No,
But-
you gotta be a reporter for sports and dudes.
But after my 3-day hiatus, and much consideration and thought, then I answered some text
Singing
messages.
Boys to Men.
I answered some phone calls. I talked to people, and I came back out and said, I'm gonna go ahead and do this. I'm gonna go ahead and just finish the season info report, and also do the predictions. I'm gonna continue the predictions for the rest of the season, the rest of the season, even though I did not want to. So I just want to be honest with y'all. We family. You know what I'm saying? So we family.
That's right.
And
This is what we do, you know what I'm saying?
And to my daughters,
It's our job.
Shay and Kiki, okay, you got this one. You got this one, Shay and Kiki. And the Tommy Guns who posted me and tagged me.
My cousin Tasha Sabrina,
Tommy
cousin
Guns.
Kiwana.
Hey, you got this. Y'all got this. Y'all got this. I give it to y'all. So,
My co-worker Adrian.
I give this to y'all.
Ah,
All right. So, it's next season.
still a Squealers fan.
Next season.
I don't think Tom cheated this time. I don't think Tom.
And he didn't cheat. And you know what?
Cheat this time.
He didn't cheat this time.
He did
So,
good.
I gotta say,
Coach.
he did not cheat this game. So, although if he'd have lost, Aaron Rodgers would have been fired, and then Tomlin would have been fired.
I think they'll fire Tomlin.
Yeah. Aaron Rodgers
Tomlin
was definitely done.
Yeah, because
But-
he was on that 1-year
Yeah,
contract.
Aaron Rodgers was definitely done. And they made it known because they kept
But he
talking about
might live.
They kept talking
He
about it.
might live to fight another day, another year.
But no one knew about John Harbaugh leaving.
Yeah, that's messed up.
Yeah, no one knew about that.
I'm kind of sad for you. That
That was a good coach, man. And I like him and Lamar's dynamic. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? They had a good dynamic, the coach and quarterback.
Bring that man. But as a matter of fact, John, you don't have to take that. Come on over to the Cowboys.
So,
we'll pay you some
They
good money.
got rid of Justin Tucker and got rid of John Harbaugh. So that's still my team. So I don't know we going
Your
next
team
season.
gonna suck
That's still my team. We lost the best kicker of the season of the NFL, and we lost a great
I'll
coach.
be back. I'll be
You
here
know what
now.
I'm saying? So, all right. So here's my predictions.
Aubrey, this is your chance to shine.
Here's my predictions for the wild card games in the postseason of the NFL playoffs.
All right.
All right. Saturday, the 10th, at 4:30 p.m., Rams will beat the Carolina Pussycats 32-27.
Oh, how bad do you want it? Carolina, how bad do you want it?
On Saturday, the 10th, at 8 p.m., the Packers will beat the Bears 28-17.
No.
You don't think so?
The Bears on a mission.
On Sunday, the 11th, at 1 p.m., the Jaguars will beat the Bills 34-28.
That's a good call too, because both them on a
Teams
mission.
were doing their thing.
And
Jaguars
neither
took
one
it
of
up.
those teams have ever won a Super Bowl. So they got to get past that. They got to get past one of them, got to get past the other one in order to get there, to be the first to win of their franchise. So
They both have good quarterbacks
who
too.
won it?
Both teams have good
Who
quarterbacks.
won it?
So I gotta give you
What
that.
team won it the most?
On Sunday the 11th at 4:30 p.m., the 49ers will beat the Eagles 21-20.
No.
It's gonna be that close.
Still banged up.
It's gonna be that close.
Who
1
won
point.
it the most?
It's gonna be that close. 1 point. 21-20. That's how close it's
Eagles
gonna
is
be.
kind of a little more healthier than the 49ers, so it's like, who won it? Killers them and all them, you know what I'm saying?
Who think got that one?
I'm out of the playoffs, so I need the Eagles to bring the division back to the east side, so our division can maintain our number one status as the best division in the NFL.
Hold up. That's
We have the most Super Bowl
That-
wins. It's facts. Go to Google. Check it out.
both teams are getting wins in the 2000 since 2000.
It does. That's the thing. It doesn't matter. Y'all, all of y'all other teams sucks. That y'all division combined can't touch this.
We're in a new
What we
century.
got going
We're in a
on
whole
in
new
the-
century. You haven't even got the.
Exactly. That's the thing. You keep talking about we're
You haven't even gotten a Super Bowl in a whole new century. We're in a whole new century.
Exactly.
It's a whole new
Exactly. And y'all, this man
world.
John Harbaugh been coaching for 5 years, and the Ravens can't even get 5 Super Bowl rings.
All right.
No matter what century
Listen,
done been
listen.
through. Like, come on, like
All
I
right.
keep saying, like.
On Sunday,
The
the
numbers
11th,
matter.
at 8:15
Hey.
p.m., the Patriots will beat the Chargers 27-24.
It might be true. The Patriots, they want it. They hungry.
The last half of the season, they were doing their thing, man. I was surprised. They surprised me. I was not ready to see them
All
play.
about who gonna eat,
I was not ready to see them play this year.
who hungry, who
So
want
they
it.
was actually doing their thing. On Monday, the 12th, at 8:15 p.m., the Texans number
Don't you
one
tell
team,
that
will give us payback and beat up on the damn cheating ass, stealing ass, squealers,
lie. This should be interesting.
38-21.
Cause the little Texans hungry too, but y'all come on over to the couch beside.
I will be going for the Texans.
Come on, all
during that
the
game.
Texans, so we gonna sit down together.
Texans number one team. Listen, I will be rooting for you guys. Texans all the way.
I want both of them to lose.
Well, that's impossible.
It can't be a tie.
It can be.
What's the rules if it's a tie in the playoff?
The one with the best record.
Nah. I don't think it go like that for that's different divisions. I wonder. I never asked that question. I'm gonna find out the answer as he continues.
Well, if they go to a tie, they're going to do overtime.
But what if the overtime run out?
They'll do another overtime.
Is it?
Yeah, they did. They
I
do
know
more.
it's sudden death.
Right,
That's
it's
what
another
it is.
overtime.
Sudden death. It won't be another overtime because sudden death.
All right.
I think.
All right, so this is what we're going to do. We're done with football for this week, okay? We'll get back with y'all. I'm gonna stay on a regular schedule. I keep y'all posted up until the Super Bowl, okay? Although I don't want to,
Okay, they go into multiple overtimes. It would be overtime.
but I'm gonna do this for you guys, cause we family.
What you gonna do?
I'm gonna keep reporting the sports, the football until it's
Oh,
done,
that is just so
cause we
sweet.
family.
Just for y'all.
And I know y'all
Don't be
watching.
on the couch.
I know y'all watching it, so I'm going to deliver. So,
And I know y'all sitting there wondering what his prediction is, especially for y'all people that's on, like, you know, the FanDuel and fantasy football and all, because y'all know these numbers been pretty daggone close.
and I've made a lot of people money.
That was 75%.
I made a lot of
last
people
week.
money this
So
season.
y'all bet with AC, y'all should be making some money.
And I want to say
And
again,
use that money to buy some straight hate products. This is why you using our numbers. Okay?
right? And I want to say
that part-
again, this was a challenging season. This season was off. It was more unpredictable games than I could imagine. 'Cause last seasons, it was like, okay, it was on point. Only had to worry about the damn referees because they was cheating a lot. We didn't have that much. You didn't have that problem or that many problems like that with the referees this time. The games were just off. So I'm not sure what's in play. You know, a lot of politics going on. So maybe that had a lot to do with it. But anyway, it was an off season now, and that was really unpredictable season. So, all right. So here's some shout outs.
Let's go.
Some shout outs. Now, to get shout outs, you have to interact on several of our platforms. Well, we have 14 different platforms. But the ones you have to interact, well, 17 if you count Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. It'll be 17. But the ones we need to react on is TikTok, while we still have it, until they completely ban me. They keep banning my shit, censoring my shit. So
Gotta go to TikTok Lite.
TikTok,
The new TikTok.
they're trying to change the MAGA top, remember?
Yeah, they got something about TikTok Lite too.
So right now we're still on TikTok. So you gotta like and comment on TikTok, like and comment on Facebook, like and comment on Instagram.
That's right.
Now on YouTube, that shows the whole video. On TikTok, shows clips. On Facebook, it shows clips. On Instagram, it shows clips. On the other 14 platforms, it shows either if it's visual, it'll show the whole video. If it's audio, it'll have the whole audio of the whole episode. So those are the ones, only 3, and YouTube. Now, if you put a like and comment on YouTube, like and comment on YouTube, that way I can give you a shout out. Like and comment. So also subscribe on YouTube, please. I know YouTube's kind of changed up. They changed up their rule, how they do stuff. They kind of made it weirder. So you gotta, a lot of people press save. I appreciate you saving it. Keep saving. But also I want you to subscribe. Make sure you push it over to the side and hit the subscribe button. Now, it may look different on different platforms because I don't know why they changed up how they had it before, but they keep making changes. And I'm also putting links also, I'm gonna start putting links also on Facebook. I did it for my last episode, put the links on the Facebook page. That way you can also go straight to YouTube right from the link off of Facebook. So I'm gonna start doing that going forward. All right, so those are ways you get the shout outs. Now, here's a shout out to Amy Huggins Hernandez.
Thank you.
From TikTok. Shout out to Hagalez from TikTok.
Thank you.
Shout out to Tim Gibson _SN from IG.
Thank you.
Shout out to official OG.X from IG.
Appreciate you.
Shout out to Lakeisha Tillman from TikTok.
Appreciate you.
Shout out to It's Baby Miko from TikTok.
What up? It's Baby Miko.
Shout out to my sister Lavette Loving Sober Life Clark from Facebook.
What's up?
Shout out to Gilmar Limos from TikTok.
Gilmar Limos.
Shout out to LaPortia Boyd from Facebook.
Thank you.
Shout out to Mama Rose Incorporated from Facebook.
All right, Mama Rose Incorporated.
Shout out to Tony Miller from Facebook.
Thank you, Tony Miller.
Shout out to Ahmed from TikTok.
Yo, Ahmed.
Shout out to D-Ron Smith, 88, from TikTok.
What up, D1?
Yo, this is a brilliant guy. Listen, he's an actor, a comedian, and a truck driver.
And a truck driver.
Now, and he's one of our guest co-hosts. He comes on from time to time. So I'll be calling you up soon, brother, for
Get ready for the
one of our
new
next
year.
episodes. He takes his performance on the road, performing at different locations. Please go check him out.
That's right.
And book him too. He performs, do performance. You book him. Go to the TikTok. Go to D1 Smith 88. That's D1 Smith 88. That's my man. Yo, go check him out. He's definitely funny. All right. All right. So also shout out to Tom Ellis at Calendar Car Connection. Calendar
Couch,
Car
buddy.
Connection. He's on the couch with us.
That's right.
Now, if you're looking for a car, SUV,
That part.
truck,
Zoom, zoom.
golf cart, listen, my man will take care of you no
That's
matter
right.
where you are. He'll travel and bring it to you. Now, to find Calendar Car Connection, go to the website to calendarcarconnect.com. Go to calendarcarconnect.com. And if you're on Facebook, look for Calendar Car Connection. On the Facebook, look for the red and black logo.
That's right.
If not red and black, that's not him. There's other people is on there trying to use the same name or similar name, but it's not him. Red and black logo on Facebook.
Red and black.
Also, he's on TikTok
Red and black.
at Coach T3. That's Coach, capital T, EE, the number 3. Need a vehicle, tired of walking, go hit my man Tom Ellis up and let him know that you heard it here from Straight Hating Podcast.
Okay.
And get that hook up.
Holla if you hear me.
No doubt. All right, so here's the next segment, which Tasha Mack doesn't like. She made it very clearly every time, every week, for the last couple of years, she do not like this segment.
It's not that I don't like the segment. It's just what's happening in the world that I don't like. So when we talk about the segment, it's always like sad news. So let's get that clear about the part that I don't like. Thank you.
All right. We was in Survivor 2025. So now we're into the new year. We are definitely in Surviving 2026 with politics and current events.
I'm a survivor.
This is week 51. It's been 51 weeks since the Orange Man took over office.
Y'all know what that means.
And he called this period in time
The
Golden Age. So, do y'all feel golden yet? I keep asking this. Is America great again yet?
No, let's say we're going to be great in 2026.
27?
This year.
26?
This year is our year.
So this year, we're going to be great again?
This year is our year.
Okay.
According to the Orange Man.
In this golden age
Yeah, this year is the golden age.
that he's
year.
selling off to different countries,
Bit by bit.
bit by bit. Now, he's getting rid of people who are undocumented, and then he's selling gold cards to billionaires that can get piece of land and piece of property and get their businesses on in America. He's selling parts of America for a gold card worth millions of dollars
Hustling out.
that only billionaires can get, so they can come in anytime they want and set up shop here. A gold card.
The White House done turned into the trap house.
Trap house. Yes. They are straight gangsters, yo. Yo, it's like,
With a ballroom. Trap house.
I told y'all in a few other episodes that I believe in the end of the world. I believe in zombies. And I believe the age of the zombies and the AI robots and like from Matrix and all that shit, and the Terminator, that shit coming true. They both.
I Am Legend, I Robot.
I Am Legend. They're all gonna happen together, not separate. We're gonna have everything. I Am Legend, Matrix,
World War Z.
World War Z.
You name it.
Living Dead. All that gonna be.
Even Amistad.
Because they're talking about using nuclear weapons in Russia, and I'm not even following script right now. I'm actually off script because I have only three subtopics to talk about in the script. But I'm gonna play it. If I stick out there, I had a lot of stuff, but I wasn't gonna go there. But so since I'm here talking about Russia, China said specifically, before the year ended, I'm gonna play it.
If you want to have war, you will get war. If you want to destroy China, you will be destroyed. If you want to impose nuclear war on China, you will be wiped out by nuclear war. This is very serious. China's policy is very clear. China will not fire the first shot, but China will not allow you to fire the second shot. If you have not watched the Victory Day parade in Beijing on September the 3rd, one of the weapons China demonstrated, we call it 61, because it can contain 60 nuclear warheads plus one hydrogen bomb. Now, in the world of today, let me tell you, which country has hydrogen bomb? China is the only country with hydrogen bomb. And that ICBM can cover every corner of the world in less than 20 minutes and destroy any target in any corner of the world without any possibility of being intercepted.
And this is before the year ended. They're not fucking around planning. But well, not we. This administration is fucking around and playing.
Because we got to show them we ain't scared.
Listen.
Man, I'm scared as crap. That man will sit there and drop it.
Did y'all not hear what China said before the year ended? I just played the shit. Look it up.
Oh, y'all sitting there talking about, bring it on, China, bring it on. No, China, don't bring nothing.
And that's just one country that I'm speaking of so far.
Right.
That's just one country. China is
When they team up, y'all.
No, China is friends. They're friends with Russia. They're friends with North Korea.
That's what I'm saying. What if they team up?
Right. Because they're part of another alliance. And Russia is not part of our alliance. He's actually our enemy. Well, America's enemy. Not a friend. But this so-called president is friends with our enemy.
Maybe he had to stay that way to keep us from being attacked. I don't know.
And it's not working
I don't like.
because he's threatening Russia as well. On Christmas Day, he hit, this is January 8th right now. On Christmas Day, before the year ended, he hit Nigeria on Christmas Day while they were sleeping. Unalived 80 people, 40 people, and 8 was wounded. They told everybody here, in our media, they told everybody that no one was hurt. They unalived 40 people. One was an 80-year-old woman. The rest were younger people. And they were just waking, they were still sleeping and stuff. After that one, within the new year, January 1st, January 2nd, can't remember, it was just crazy. They hit Venezuela. not only hit Venezuela, they hit Venezuela, abducted, I'm going to make sure I say the right words because they're going to censor, they abducted Venezuela's president along with his wife, and they were in a safe room. And they tried to say that was they didn't harm anybody in that confrontation. They did. They unalived multiple people. They told everybody nobody was hurt. They unalived multiple people in that transaction. He threatened just yesterday and today, threatened to take Greenland by force. We're going to kidnap, we're going to just take Greenland. Greenland told him many times last year that he didn't want no part of America. So now he says he's going to take it. Greenland's part of another group that if he takes them, the European countries will protect them. He also threatened the European countries. He also threatened Russia. He threatened China. All this within the same week. This is only 8 days in this week. In this week alone, he threatened all those countries. He had a press conference asking the Americans, he was so bold enough, he had a press conference asking the Americans to give up their children to fight this war. They plan on doing a draft for anyone between 18 and 40. They're going to draft you. That means you to be taken into war without your will. After they did the draft, they did it without their will. People went to prison. Muhammad Ali was one of them. He said he'd rather go to jail than fight their war. He eventually got out, of course. So he asked people on TV, on the press conference, to lend them their children. It would be for a good cause to fight in his war that he's beginning this year.
For no reason at that.
This is real time, people.
The war part, like there's no reason for war right now. There's no.
He's not only starting international warfare because the UN, they had a UN meeting a couple of days ago, which he didn't even show up to. He's supposed to have been there to the UN meeting. He didn't even show up. So all the nations were there discussing how horrible America was, how horrible the leaders were, and what their strategy they need to do to stop him. And I want to be clear. Oil is a resource. He didn't do anything about any Christianity. He used Christianity analysis as an excuse to do what he was meant to do. The oil is not just the gold. The oil is a resource. The biggest thing they're trying to do is try to save the American dollar. Because months ago, the other countries, because of those tariffs, they decided they're going to go and do trade amongst themselves. Because right now, the goal point, I'm trying to say stuff in layman's terms, they do measuring as far as trade by the dollar. So whatever your currency they have, they do their measures of trade by the dollar. So they decided, why continue doing that? Since we're not doing any, we're not going to be continue doing trade with America. Let's change the goalposts. Let's change the currency. We're going to do a new currency, which we do the trade under, and not use the dollar anymore. So what that means, the dollar will lose value. Now, the dollar lose value what we have going on in this country, we're going to be in the Great Depression because it will collapse. Our economy system will collapse financially because the dollar loses value. Right now, the dollar is strong, the strongest currency, because everything is measured by the dollar, even through different countries. They plan on taking the dollar out of the equation and use another currency and do trades amongst themselves. And if we want to be in the picture, we got to go by their currency, which means the dollar will be almost useless because we got to use their currency. So here's where the oil come in at. The oil is a means, even though it does petroleum, it does a lot of stuff, it handles a lot of stuff. Personal control of oil is control of money. They use money, they use oil as a bargaining chip to spread the currency. Because if you have oil, you use that, that's a means of, because you can sell it. You can sell it, make it, whatever, so that's your buying power. It's like you're getting a loan and they ask you for collateral. So you get your loan based on the collateral that you have and your income that you have. So the oil is a collateral and income to sustain. Now, who's ever control of the oil is control of the economies around the country. Nigeria has a big oil system, has major oil plants, but the biggest one in the country is Venezuela. So whoever's in control of that oil there controls the economies. Because now you can sell it, because he said it clearly out himself. He says, they asked him, what are we going to do with the oil? We're going to sell it to other countries and keep some for ourselves. He said those words himself. He's no longer hiding what he's saying.
She never did.
We're going to sell it. So that means it'll boost the money that they lost within that 1 year, 2025. He's trying to regain that money because he promised money to the Americans for the $2,000 check, $2,500 check. He promised money to different organizations to pay them because he pays ICE. He gave them a $50,000 bonus to even work. So, and he took the money that's in those organizations, funding like SNAP benefits and all different stuff that they took down and destroying. The money is gone. The money that they have enough to still continue from the funding of how they make it work. It's like budgeting. I love budget. I budget every month. So when you lose money for certain stuff, you got to put the money back from something else. You got to cut other things to make to get the stuff still working. So if he's in control of the oil, that's put him in control of the economy system of every country, so he can. Now he got buying power, which tries to save the dollar as well, which can make himself even richer because he's not doing it for people of low income and the mid income. He's doing it for the rich and the wealthy because they're the ones going to invest in the situation to make it keep going, so they can, when they get their income, he spread the wealth amongst them. Which he's supposed to spread the wealth amongst the country, but he can spread the wealth against them. But he's going to coddle you by giving you a check, which is going to be a hurtful thing because we're going to be able to return and going to hurt our income. Of course, we all going to take a check. Who's not going to take a check? I don't care if you like the guy or not. You're going to take a check. You're not going to return it. But you're going to take the check. Now you owe more money. Nothing's for free. Money got to come from something. If you ever did a budget in your home, money got to come from something, someplace. So you're going to be owing more money in your next income. Now, the oil, again, is something that is a usable expense for the main thing, to get the dollar strong, because we're already being cut out for the rest of the world as far as being the number one for currency. Now, in order to do this, now you got to have a war. Now, I know I'm going different stuff, but it all ties together. European culture has always, if you ever did history, I was in high school and growing up and whatnot. Grade school, I hated history because it never. I always knew it was telling bullshit. But went to college and I started learning from different colleges and learning on my own. I learned more about history and about different countries. Okay, so with that being said, European nation, they have a history going back all through history of building nations and attacking other nations and taking them as theirs. So they use their wealth. That's how they build a strong nation. Now you got more nations fighting together because they done took them. You ever see the movies? And one of my favorite movies. What's that movie with where they fight the kings and they get their best fighters to fight, and then whoever wins. I can't remember the name of it. We watched it so many times.
Say they fighting the kings?
Well, you have one king with a castle, another king, they all meet up and start fighting stuff. There's a lot of different moves like that.
Oh, yeah.
I can't remember the names. It escapes me right now. But there's a lot of moves like that. I don't watch it multiple times. Both of us. I don't watch it over and over again.
See which one you're talking about.
But it all is similar. There's the same thing of a kingship. Them and their castle and their people, they go attack other Romans against Greeks, against other nations. They fight each other. That's a culture they've always done. Now, war is always in every culture, but for different reasons. The ones in Africa, they didn't really fight over just taking over different nations and colonizing it. They take over fighting each other of different powers, but that's a different story. Right. But the European culture, they fight and they colonize. They have colonized every continent in the world. Every continent. They landed on it, took it over, they betrayed the people, like America. They betrayed the Indians that was here and the Africans that was here, because the Africans were here also. They betrayed the Africans and the Indians that were here, gave the Indians presents, which was disease-infested blankets and a lot of different stuff, and killed them off and attacked them slowly, and then made them fight against themselves. They did the same thing in Africa when they bargained with Africans, different tribes. There's always somebody who's going to take some money, so they used African nations against one another, fought against one another. That's how they were able to get the slaves. They used African nations with one another, fight against them, paying whoever off. They end up giving their people up, and at the same time, they were using them to get people for slavery. But when they finally found out that was doing, it was already too late, because they already had their power set up in the different nations, using them against one another, just the outcome to play them against themselves to get the slaves. So you hear people say Africans sold slaves, they did. But there's a reason behind this. They didn't come out and just start selling slaves. They were played on both sides, on different sides of each stuff. They were colonized, and they was fight against. They made the tribes fight against one another, and they get more money and stuff. And when they took their people, they didn't know they was going into slavery. But when they did find out, after doing it for so long, it was already too late because the system was already in place. So y'all got to read more, study more, learn more. So the people say, well, Africans sold that. Yeah, Africans were forced to do that, and they were colonized, and they were tricked into selling their own people. You give me this dollar, give me this much money, give me these tools, give me these guns, I'm take over this tribe, and you can have these people. You don't know what they have them for, but when they found out they was being played for so many years, they got their own people in slavery. And then you're still using them, getting their money and their resources. Now it's too late because the system's in place. And then slavery, you know, other thing too, slavery. Everybody has slavery. Yeah, it's a different slaves. A lot of people have slaves in different countries because of work. But the slaves that was from Africa, it's a different slavery.
Slavery regardless. No, you're right.
It's a different slavery. Okay, because they use slavery with Africans in a different term, different way. I can't remember the name of it, but it's different. It's a different slavery. And they use them as common goods, not just for work, but as goods, as property. It's different from making people enslaved as a worker versus making them slave as less than a human being. Hell, we didn't become a human being even in the Constitution. It was one third of a person. A dog and an animal have more rights than we do. And right now, you go out to the street right now.
Still is.
I'm saying, you go out to the streets right now and stump on a duck. Go in other places because ducks got laws. You can't hit a duck. You got to drive around them or stop. Stump on a duck and watch how fast your ass get locked up. But if you stump on a black person, which they did many times, and you probably walk, because the laws are different, systematic racism. But went from one thing to another thing. But I'm trying to explain to you about how the oil is. They try to have the oil, but its main purpose is to seize and conquer as far as the dollar bill, and also, and the reason why the dollar bills get weak, nobody will use the dollar because he's fucked over every country and made war with all the countries with the tariffs, taxing everybody, making them. If you tax me all the time, I don't want to fuck with you no more. So I'm gonna fuck with people who want to fuck with me. So they have their right to do so. But now he's putting everybody in jeopardy, starting war with every country. Now, anything you want to say about that?
Yes. Even with the Venezuela and them stealing the oil from Venezuela, my thing is, I think they basically try to do that because they knew that China was buying most of their oil from Venezuela, and that was just a way to like try to get back at China. That's why this beef between them and China is so. It's at the dynamic that it is now. And what they don't know, like sources saying on the streets and stuff like this, that China is like trying to basically gonna start moving on from the oil and start using like engineered cars that doesn't need oil, or engineered vehicles that don't need oil to travel. So it's like you trying to get in the war with China or trying to like get one up on China, but then China's like, well, guess what? We just stop using that. And then what leverage that you're going to have on us? So it's just like crazy that like America, yes, we are a strong country, but now I feel like we're a country that's bullying people to, I guess, try to make America look like the strong country that we once was. But that's not the way to go, because regardless of the fact, America still stood strong. No matter who was in the presidency, yes, they might seem like it weakened the president, and the last president probably made us look weak because of his age and because of his health. But at the same time, America still was strong. And with this president, yes, I see his goal trying to make America strong and make us seem like we're the tougher country, but the way you're doing it is going to put all your citizens in jeopardy, all their life in jeopardy. And that goes down from the older folks to the younger folks. It's like you're not caring about your citizen, or the citizens in the United States. It's you just sitting here caring about the power that you're trying to get to. You're trying to get to that king level where thou shall fear me like you're a god. And you're not God, and that's what I just can't stand. You're not God. And how you acting right now, you're not acting like a son of God. You're not even acting like a prodigy of God. What you're doing right now, you're bullying people, you're terrorizing neighborhoods, you're going over there. We already been scrutinized for dropping bombs in areas and people losing their families and things of this nature all our lives. And now we're doing it all over the country. Like we just killing everybody. Unaliving everybody, like everywhere. Like I don't see the need to have a this is really a world war, because it's starting to be, because you have over here, over there, around the corner, like everybody's going to be looking at us, and everybody's going to be aiming every weapon that they got at us. And if that doesn't scare y'all, then I don't know what does. Y'all want to sit here and talk about power. Y'all not going to have power when them nuclear bomb drops on our families. I don't even know if we're going to survive, because the bombs that they talking about they got, it's going to wipe us out.
Yes.
And y'all, most of y'all Republicans don't seem like y'all concerned with that. Because like, oh, well, we got weapons too. So what? We want to wipe out a country too? We just want to be the only people in the world? I know y'all like going over to these places, going over to Beijing, going over to Africa, going over to Europe, going down to Mexico, wherever. I know y'all like to vacate. You don't want to get away from the United States. There ain't going to be no place to vacate if we bomb everybody. And they definitely ain't going to be able to come to America if they bomb us. So where is the peace? Like, do we not even have a peace treaty anymore? Like, where is the peace? I need us to find the peace.
Now, for those people who say, well, this not affecting us because it hit you directly, you should be concerned and worried, because he's talking about drafting this year. He already told y'all in his speech yesterday on the press conference. This is real stuff. We're going to be at war with multiple countries, and our allies. We have no more allies.
That part.
We got to have allies going to war.
And he doing this all around, everything is going all around tax time, and he going to make it look like where you file your taxes and everything, you're going to get more money for filing your taxes, you're going to get more money for your dependents, you're going to get more money for seniors. All of this try to keep your mind off what's really going on in the world. Like all of them always do. But y'all better stay tuned. Watch whatever you can watch, get your information however you can get it. Get it from us. We're here to give it to you. Check us out. But get your information and stay on point. Be aware of your surroundings. Be aware of what's going on. All this ice, all this distractions when we're about to go into a world war.
World War III is going to be the worst war ever. And all this is a distraction because guess what? We stopped talking about the Epstein files. He said out of his mouth, he caught in the recording, start a war, do whatever you need to do, but do not release those files. Those are his words on recording.
And y'all, not only do we have like the people on the outside of the country trying to get to us, we got the people on the inside of our own country trying to get to us. America is not going to be America.
Right, because we're going to have
It's not going to be the United States.
Right, we're going to have foreign war and domestic war at the exact same time. Foreign and domestic.
Has begun already, y'all.
And the process has begun already. Foreign and domestic. Now, far as domestic concern, everybody at this point, unless you literally live in Iraq, you heard about yesterday when the ICE agent unalived a YT woman, and it was all recorded. And today, they're still in the streets harassing the protesters, because now you got major protesting going on, and ICE agents combat against one another in the streets of Minneapolis. In the streets.
I need the National Guard to go after the ICE agents.
Now, the governor is telling them they're going to get their National Guards to handle the ICE agents, because the governors of
They're doing too much.
those cities and states can't do that.
States doing too much, being too rough. I get it, you want to sit and get the illegals out,
Undocumented citizens.
Undocumented citizens.
Done by immigrants, migrants, or immigrants. Undocumented immigrants. Illegal is not, this is incorrect. Illegal aliens is a fucking fiction movie. They're undocumented immigrants.
That's what it is going to be.
Or undocumented migrants. Illegal aliens is a fiction movie. That's something that's not real. There's no such thing as an illegal alien. There's undocumented migrants or undocumented immigrants. I don't want to use those terms that's not real. Because once we start speaking on the same
It's the way the manner to go about it. Is
Right.
what I'm saying.
Right. You're right. You're right.
Like y'all out there being extra rough, being extra mean, like
People recording them. They're running up people's houses and stuff.
shooting at people,
It has nothing to do with anything. They're
throwing old ladies and stuff to the ground, punching them in the face.
pregnant people.
Like y'all just do it. That's just worse. That's,
And also
that's
black
worse than
people.
the enemy.
Also black people. They're doing war crimes within our
When
state.
y'all got all these people over here from Europe with all these expired visas, like they need to go back too. You gonna focus on people? Focus on everybody. Why it gotta be one type of race?
And the KKK not even wearing a mask anymore, or the hood. They out there telling people like today. There's one out there in Minneapolis he had a black outfit on. He was showing his face. And he had a bullhorn, saying, "Yeah, we unalive." He didn't say unalive. He said, "Yeah, we unalive that lady." He was saying it all out, and the ICE didn't touch him. This is a YT guy speaking hate, a Klanman speaking hate in the streets, talking against the protesters as well. So we have a domestic terrorist group, the KKK and the Nazis, which hasn't been deemed terrorist groups ever. They've been terrorist groups since beginning of slavery, since slavery ended, because that's how they came along when slavery ended. And they're still here. Those people didn't go away. They got older. They got kids. They went into our police force. They went into our judicial system. They went into our schools. A couple of months ago, they found that lady nurse, YT lady nurse, who was breaking the bones of black babies. And they just found out, and she was doing that for years. And they just found her a few months ago. She go see the babies that just been born. They're just the newborns. When she go check on the babies, black babies, she break their bones, and then keep going. So for years, you growing up with your kids have bones broken up with that and got to do certain stuff. You don't know why certain stuff going on. She was going on breaking bones. They just caught her.
But her bones still
recently.
intact.
And they locked her up. They just did this
Break her
recently.
bones.
But she's been working
Like,
in the hospital system for
bones.
years. In a nursery. Breaking baby bones.
This is
Of
what I
black
think
children,
is. How do
of black
people
infants.
let stuff like this go on for years?
It was going on for
Somebody
years
had to know.
for her. But that's one person.
Boo.
One person. You gotta be careful with the nurses y'all talk to. These administrations, I will tell you about how I felt about how I was treated when I go to certain places, and I make it known. Cause when I see it, you can feel it. See, do not question your sense of intelligence or your gut feeling. If you're being treated a certain way, you know it's not shit. It's real. Now, it's unfortunate that young lady, Renee, was unalived on TV, murdered, recorded. But here's the thing, and I want you to understand, we've been telling you this for years. Black people telling this for years what's going on. Especially when it was recorded last year, the year before that, on recording, on TV, being unalived with cops. Hell, a young lady got unalived a couple of months ago in her house, and it was on camera. Everything's on camera. We've been doing it. We've been getting unalived every month of every year. Sleeping in your car, sleeping in your house, being at home, pulling out a camera, walk around with a pencil, driving, walking, going to work, unalived on a regular basis every month. It's unfortunate that this YT lady got that done. But the problem is, why you're not enraged yet? What the fuck is going to take y'all to get enraged? I'm not talking about black and brown people. We've been telling y'all this already. Black and brown people need to sit your asses down and sit back. You'll know when it's our time to stand up. But pay attention to what the fuck is going on. Because when it's time for you to do something, you need to be ready. But white people, I'm saying this for months, for years. If I post it on Facebook, I get some clowns talk about blah, 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 some bullshit clowns, especially buck dancers. They love white supremacy. Buck dancers and coons. They love white supremacy, boy. They're just clowning up for white supremacy. Then once they get their feelings hurt, now they want to come back to the family. No. The only good thing that Trump is in office, that we get to see all of you motherfuckers. He didn't start racism. He gave y'all power to show and be who y'all are. You didn't just become racist all of a sudden. These racist people didn't just become racist. You were always fucking racist. You've just been given power and leverage to show it. And you buck dancers who getting harmed in the process because you're still buck dancing, you're not welcome back. We remember who you are. All you racists gonna remember who you are, because this time period we're going through is going to end. One way or another, it's going to end. Eventually, it's going to end. It has to. That's what time is. Time always ends stuff, change stuff, and it comes back around. And the only reason we come back around again because you don't learn from the fucking past. But here's the thing: when this shit ends, we're gonna remember who the racists are, the racist white tea people are, and sure damn hell gonna remember who the buck dancers are. You're not welcome. You buck dancers are worse than the white tea racists, the white supremacists. You are not fucking welcome. Now, here's another thing. We got Buddhist priests, Buddhist monks, went on a peace walk from Texas. They're going on the way to D.C. They just hit South Carolina yesterday. Texas to D.C. Now in Texas, they got confronted by a lot of YT Christians. YT Christians. You don't need to be walking, just bullshit. They walking for peace. I don't care what religion they are. They said they don't walk for peace. They don't want no help from nobody. You can't ask for help. But if you do offer, they'll accept your help and your kindness. They're walking for peace. Started in Texas, they're going to different states, to end up to D.C. Right now, they just passed, I think they're just in North Carolina now. They got through South Carolina, or they still may be in South Carolina, last time I checked. But here's the thing. One of the messages, one of the people that stands out the most, that was very hurtful to see. They went through Atlanta. I know y'all was happy and everything, but y'all showed out. And then when they was walking just yesterday, or a couple days ago, they were turning the corner, they got stopped by a black man questioning them and had a 3-minute conversation with them, tell them how much they're going to hell. And the guy was very nice, peaceful, and just spoke to him. Never returned any harshness. He's getting harshness taken to him. Then he finally decided he was tired of it. Then he said he would continue his walk. Christians, and for the past few days, it's only the 8th day, I've seen a lot of white Christians talk about it, but I've seen more black Christians on the internet talking against their peace walk. When these same churches couldn't give a baby no fucking food, he couldn't give a person a couple of months ago no money to get home because he was stranded. Now, there are some Christian folks and Christian pastors who are standing up, talking, and a lot of white Christian pastors and a lot of black Christian pastors who are standing up, and they're speaking to their congregation about what's right and wrong, about what's going on, and not just ignoring what's going on out the door. They're talking, I've listened to different ones, and yes, they own point, and they're telling y'all the bullshit that's going on. But there's a lot of them out there that's fighting against these Buddhist monks. They're walking for peace. Peace. That's one of the big things in the Christian Bible. I've heard a lot of MAGA white people and black people talking about if Jesus was here, he'll have to come through. They would deport Jesus because Jesus got to be documented. This is Christian nationalist groups. They would deport Jesus. This is the guy who y'all follow. Y'all follow him. Supposedly following him. But y'all would deport the man that y'all follow? Make this make sense. Tasha Mack always tell me, don't be so hard on Christians. I have studied the Bible for many years, front and back. I've studied different versions of the Bible for many years, front and back. I've also studied the Jehovah's Witness book for many years. Growing up, started studying it. I even read some stuff in the Quran. Not too much knowledge on the actual Bible, but actually the culture. I learned more about the Muslim culture versus the book itself. I learned a lot of different other stuff as well. And I have a problem with the Christian church. The people. You don't show the love that you're learned, and you're still teaching from the Old Testament. We're supposed to be only teaching from the New Testament. You're taking Paul's words out of context, because Paul was talking about praising, worshiping Jesus, kind of, versus the other guys talking about being just like him, following his ways. So you guys don't even know, because the Bible also has a history. And it's not the real Bible that we're reading from. The real Bible has more than the pages of books that you have. It has more books. That's what those from the African Bibles. So this is more knowledge you got to actually learn. And then a lot of the Bible that you read are actually whitewashed through history. Because how can you praise to a God of your oppressors praise to? Somebody lying. You mean the slave owner saying, I'm praising to this God, beating you, whipping you, and murdering you with the same Bible in his hands, and you praying to that same God? It can't be the same God. Because one praying for freedom, the other one praying for you being a slave. And there's a passage in the Bible that speak about you bow down to your slave master as if he was Christ himself. Yeah, I read that bullshit in the Bible. This what keeps you, the religion keeps you in the oppressed stage of mind. If you always see your oppressor as the God himself, then you always praise him. You worship white people. Black people worship white people because in their Bible tells them to worship the ones who look like him. And if you also got a Jesus on your wall of a white Jesus, then you're going to think white people are superior to you. It's slave mentality. It's oppression. And no one's breaking that. A lot of churches are not breaking that cycle. Some are. Some are. So I'm not saying they're not. But that cycle of white superiority, that's what keep you in chain. Now you look at the oppressor as the man you need to be. The person you need to be. Because you see him as God. Just like the Bible tells you. You see him, see your slave master, bow down to him and praise him like you praise him. That's in your word. That's oppression speaking. And I can't stand when somebody try to talk to me about the Bible. You can't talk to me about shit. Because I preach to you and pray for you, and whip your ass at the same time. Then pray for you again afterwards. But I digress. And then you want to say the last words of this before we go to the next segment? And the last words you want to say about current events and politics before we go to the next segment? Yeah? You tired for the day? You want to end it? You don't want to do one more segment?
Tomorrow. Next episode.
All right, because it's the first time we got this far. We did 2 hours, y'all. But we have one more and we'd be finished.
Please.
Okay, we're not going to do it. Okay, all right. So we have to do it further than we ever did. Because I don't know how the hell we did 2 hours. We only always usually do an hour.
Right, you gotta take baby steps.
Right. So we got 2 hours. So we still got more. But we'll do it on next one and try to go through there and whatnot. Hey, I just want to say thank you, my supporters, for supporting my online store and podcast. Please continue to give me your feedback. I definitely appreciate it. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe, and I'll give you a shout out on next upcoming episode. And listen, I will shout you out. I have a lot of people to shout out. I have a long list, so you will be get a shout out. So don't think you're not going to get a shout out. All right, so don't forget to check out my online apparel store called Straight Hating Fashion and More. Go to straighthatingfashionandmore.com, straighthatingfashionandmore.com. I have to make sure I look at Tasha Mack because she looked at the time like, no, we've been doing this for 2 hours. We usually do an hour, so we did more than we did more than what we normally do. So
right.
She's not used to this time change. So we just got into it. So you ready? Now you ready to go. So, all right, I did my job, sir. Let me go. I'm clocking out. Got me doing overtime. Shit. I ain't getting paid for the extra hour. Shit.
Got me on a salary,
You know what I'm saying? All right, thank you for watching or listening, depending on what platform you're currently using. I can't believe we did 2 hours. Follow my podcast on straighthating.castles.com for video podcasts and straighthatingpodcast.buzzsprout.com for audio podcasts.
Right.
I'm also on Spotify, YouTube, and several other platforms. Here's my co-host, Tasha Mack.
Again, y'all already know it's your girl Tasha Mack, holla back. So when you say my name, make sure you say it completely. That's Tasha Mack, holla back. Let's go.
And I'm your host, AC, and I want to apologize to my co-host for keeping
That's
them out so late. Working so hard. I could do this all day long.
We know.
You know what I'm saying? I could do this all day long. So, but then I got to do the work afterwards, which put me
Exactly.
make my job. I just made my own job harder. 'Cause I got to do the after work. I appreciate that. Appreciate that. I'm your host, AC. Talk to you later. Peace.